Welcome, horror fam, to HHN 365, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. My name is Duff, and as always, I'm here with my co-host Jess.
What's up?
Hey, what's happening?
Hype after we just recorded.
I know
Hype.
we haven't recorded anything for weeks.
Oh,
sorry
yeah,
about that, guys. By the way, hey,
sorry.
I mean, we told you it'd be like 1 or 2 weeks. It ended up being 3. Stuff happens.
I went to WrestleMania and then I got the flu and died. So
yes, correct.
Oops.
And now she is risen.
I sound like an angel.
Risen.
She is rise.
Okay, you're in a chair recording. That's all that matters.
Whatever. Yep, I'm here. You're here.
I'm here. Hey, I'm happy to be back. I don't think I ever took a day off, but you know.
Whatever. I met Rhea Ripley. It's been a great couple weeks.
Just living the life.
I get to see her again next week in Lakeland.
Oh.
I'm so excited. Lakeland. We're not here to talk about I don't want to talk about Lakeland. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about.
All right, cool. Hey, so exciting stuff this week, mainly. So, like, we didn't miss much in the first 2 weeks, but this last week, a few days ago, Spec Map Volume 2 for both Orlando and Hollywood were dropped by Horror Night Nightmares. So, 1, that's always exciting. 2, decent amount of changes to talk about here.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to get into that today. That's going to be fun. No news and rumors. That's all going to kind of just tie into the Spec Map. We'll fit everything in that way. Actually, we do have one. Hey, this was a while ago, like right after we stopped recording for that period. Internal auditions for HHN in Orlando were released. I believe they were just fully open, general, puppeteers, the standard. So now you can always go through our favorite time of year these past couple of years, which is when you get to watch people who list their videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to make them private. Guys.
I think it's funny. Keep doing it. It's great. And they get a lot of views because HHN fans are so nerdy, they'll watch them.
Yeah.
All. Like,
hey, wait. Duff, I think we forgot something. Where can they find us?
Oh, in my house.
Oh, my God.
On social media, that's mainly Twitter and Instagram at HHN365. We also have a TikTok now. That's HHN365pod, right?
Yep, it is, because someone has HHN365 and doesn't use it.
That's dirty. That's dirty. And we have the YouTube channel, but don't even worry about that at the moment. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
TikToks are easier.
I mean, it's free. This is all Jess. I stay to Twitter and Instagram.
That's fair. I do not do the tweeter, so
Look at that balance.
I love this. Look at us. All right, now back into the news.
Did I miss anything else? That's it.
I think auditions.
Voicemail? They came out a while ago. No voicemails, so no.
Then we're good.
Oh wait, you mean yeah? I see what you mean. Yeah. Can you tell that I've taken 3 weeks off of doing this show? Is it obvious?
Yes.
Okay. I wish it wasn't. So if you want to be on the show, you can always leave us a voicemail at 407-906-4134. And on today's show, well, we already told you. Let's get into it. So let's start in Orlando. Does that sound right? Or you want to start in Hollywood?
We started in Orlando last time. You want to do Hollywood first?
Let's start in Hollywood. So let's just run them through what they have on this list real quick, because we'll kind of discuss what has changed. So the mazes, Universal Monsters, The Mummy. Oh, wait, no, this is Spec. No, sorry. That's my fault. That's the wrong one. That should not just say The Mummy.
No, it shouldn't.
There we go. All right. Let's try that again. We have Candyman, The Evil Dead, La Llorona, Scarecrow. This one's weird. An American Werewolf in London. That one tripped me out when I saw it. I was like, what? Okay. Universal Monsters, The Mummy vs. The Wolfman. Music by Slash. The Weeknd, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, with a 2 added to it. And Terror Tram, Hollywood Harry. And then it has no scare zones except unknown, and then shows Jabberwockies.
Yep. Good old Jabberwockies.
So let's just quickly compare that to what was taken away. So, well, one, I just mentioned it. The Mummy became The Mummy vs. The Wolfman. Music by Slash. Killer Clowns, still there, but they added a 2 to it. What that means, I'm not sure. I I think we had a theory that we talked about on the show that Nope might be Candyman, and Nope became Candyman.
Yep.
Scarecrow's still there. La Llorona's still there. Um, Evil Dead is still there. And did they have Weekend? Yeah, they had.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have the Weekend on this one, and on the first one. So yeah, that's it. Everything else is the same.
Yep. Some things shifted around,
Yeah,
which we'll get to, but yeah.
I don't know how much we're gonna get to it about Hollywood, but yeah, no,
No.
locations shifted around a bit.
Well, I think the most important one is that the Weekend went from a tent to a soundstage.
I have heard some people are saying who know a lot more about Hollywood than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like insider knowledge, but like know what's happening in Hollywood. See it. That it seems like it might be going in a tent behind the soundstage.
Oh, wait, no, there is
Right?
Killer Clowns 2. So I talked about this on the TikTok because I was focusing more on the shifts. Killer Clowns 2 is behind Soundstage 29. They're putting one in and out of the soundstage, it looks like, on the spec map.
I see.
Because
Okay,
we
that
also
makes sense.
gained a house. The last spec map only had 7 houses in the Terror Tram. This has 8 in the Terror Tram.
Wow.
And that was the new location that was added.
Look at you, Hollywood, doing big things.
Yeah, I was really excited for Hollywood. I did a whole 3-minute TikTok about it. I won't even lie.
Sorry, I haven't watched that yet. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't know it was there
Okay.
mainly.
Mainly. But yeah.
So how are we feeling about the changes that have been made? Overall, positive, negative?
I'm looking at this lineup, and as someone, I said it on the version 1 episode who has not gone to Hollywood, this lineup makes me so excited. If this is true, obviously it's not all 100%. I can probably tell you I'm going to be a little heartbroken when the full announcements come. But right now, based off these 8 houses in the Terror Tram, I like 1,000% am going out there. I was already decided, but this makes me want to go even more.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think this lineup does it just a bit better for me than the first one. I mean, adding a house helps. That's always a nice touch. It kept the things that I was most excited about. I don't know why, but putting a 2 under Killer Clowns makes me very intrigued suddenly. Are you doing like an original sequel?
Well,
basically?
So it's funny you say that. I wasn't thinking about it until just now. I looked it up. There was a sequel, but it was Killer Clowns 3D. And remember in the version 1 episode, I was saying that this color scheme also and Pandora's Box were lending itself really well to a possible 3D house. And the second movie was a 3D movie.
Okay, I see you. I can see that.
If it's true, I kind of love that, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset. Again, I did not see Hollywood's version, and I just always assumed it's a property we'd never see again. So,
yeah.
And I wanted to see it executed better as a house than I did. So I won't be upset. I know some Hollywood people will, because they're getting it again. But yeah, no, could be worse. Definitely could be worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Scarecrow looks exactly the same. That looks unchanged and pretty solidified.
Still no weather vane.
No weather vane, unfortunately.
No weather vane, but that house facade is almost done besides paint and the final touches and everything.
It has really come along.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I will say I was watching some Hollywood vloggers and they had no idea that Scarecrow was an Orlando house. They all were thinking it was a completely new original idea from Hollywood, and I was getting a little upset as an Orlando fan.
Yeah, don't you hate when you shouldn't be upset about something because it's
but
not
you
their
are
fault, they don't know, but you are anyways?
Yeah, because Scarecrow's our baby. That was my first year. Don't. It's not yours. You can have it. I'll let you borrow it, but it's not yours. I'm sorry.
We always preach the be nice to the people who don't know and just help them learn. And internally, I'm like, you fucking idiot.
I love you all, but Scarecrow 27. Look up the walkthroughs. Fantastic house, guys. Come on.
I mean, yes, it was.
Yes, I want a weather vane on that barn though.
I mean, don't get your hopes up, but you never know.
No corn, no weather vane. It's not even Scarecrow.
Sad. Fucking sad. Let's see. You kept your Evil Dead. I know you're excited about that.
Woo, we'll talk about not on this side, but hey, if I can get it on one coast, I'll take it.
There you go. Then you get more variety because then you don't have the same thing on both coasts. Even better.
There we go. Just do not put the characters in the full face masks.
I
God.
mean,
I'm done.
we'll see.
That's it.
We'll see.
I'm done.
Uh, Nope to Candyman is mainly exciting because I have not seen Nope, as nobody here has.
Yeah.
So it's tough to be super excited about a movie I don't really know anything about. So
Yeah.
Candyman obviously a little bit more exciting in that vein. American Werewolf in London, as I stated earlier, it shocked me. It took me a bit off guard when I saw that.
Yeah, me too. But also, then I like started to think about it, and they did The Exorcist last year. They brought that back. I feel like a classic horror movie. If you're gonna bring it back, American Werewolf was one of the highest regarded houses. On maybe on both coasts. I definitely know over here. That's why they brought it
Mm-hmm.
back. So
Yep.
I can only imagine it was fantastic. Why not? And I need to go through it. I didn't get to go through it on this coast, and that's the horror movie that traumatized me as a child. I need to do some emotional healing through it
I
while I
mean,
scream.
hopefully, like it just gives you more trauma. Is what I want. Not so
Well,
you have
because you want to
trauma.
see that.
No, because that means it's scary and good.
Yes. Well, I'll be terrified the entire time, but the original movie terrified me completely. And yeah, Rick Baker makeup. Mwah.
I look forward to watching you relive that.
Oh, I hope so. In a tent
Um,
too. I feel like that's
yeah,
an interesting location for a big IP like that.
yeah, I know. I'm wondering. I didn't look into this. I didn't even think about it. But where'd they have it before? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look it
Uh,
up on the spot. Uh,
Me neither.
I feel so
But
bad for anyone who like Hollywood, like locals who listen to us, and we just kind of like, yeah, we don't know much. Sorry.
they're as mad as we are about the scarecrow thing.
Right.
And now we're hypocrites. I was gonna say, I think on our version one episode, there both tents were listed for Curious George, but no construction was up. They have officially started like putting up that second tent.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
That's right. I saw that. I saw that.
in the
Yeah.
Curious George lot. So that is 100% starting to be put up. So yeah.
Progress.
Whoop.
I would say there is for me one downgrade, and that is Universal Monsters: The Mummy versus the Wolfman.
Yep.
When it could have just been the Mummy. And to
Yeah.
be like in my head, it obviously doesn't really make sense because we don't know what it's going to be and what either coast will do. I would like to see Orlando do the Mummy, and then Hollywood do the Mummy versus the Wolfman. It's something the verse kind of like idea is something they've done before,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I don't know a nice serious tone for the Universal monsters here in Orlando would be more up my alley. But I don't know. Obviously, I've not seen these. I can't judge them yet. That's just like in my head canon of what this event should be.
I get what you're saying. We talked about it in the last one. I was more excited for just the Mummy on the West Coast
Mm-hmm.
than our verses, anyways. We know Slash is doing the music. What was it like Slash France or something like that? Confirmed it. It wasn't even
Yeah, no.
like
So,
his official.
oh yeah, but that was news because that was since we recorded, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Slash was posted. He was in the recording studio
Yep,
and
mixing music.
recording music for, or not recording. It was mixing. Yeah, you're right. For Horror Nights. So there you go.
It's
Confirmed.
happening. Yeah, versus meh. I love the Wolfman. I love the Mummy, but I said it. I'd love to see the Mummy by itself instead.
Mm,
But
yeah, yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you
they
there.
like to do that versus thing. I also think it's interesting that if both spec maps are true, excuse me, dying. That we're going back to the same monsters house on both coasts because when we had monsters, they didn't have was that Frankenstein versus Wolfman for them that year?
Yes, yeah.
I believe so. So yeah, like, and they had monsters the year before that,
Hmm.
like the monsters mashup. So interesting. I just think that if we're going back to the same or we're going to the same on both coasts, but different takes on it. I don't know. I wish that they would do something different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I enjoyed both versions of Bride, but I would have preferred something just a tad different. You can go
Hmm.
the same direction, but make it like a different house fully.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. What else am I seeing here that catches my eye that we didn't really discuss? Because I mean, nothing's changed about La Llorona. Nothing's changed about the weekend.
Nope.
Nothing changed about Scarecrow or the Evil Dead. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have to repeat ourselves in our thoughts on those properties.
Yeah. I think we're good on Hollywood.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Hollywood. We don't always treat you the best, but we still like you. We promise.
We're going. I promise. We're gonna go
Yeah,
experience.
I'll definitely be there, giving you lots of money because we're gonna do RIP because we're silly.
Yep. Silly or don't want to wait in lines.
Don't want to wait in lines.
Exactly. All right,
Divas.
Orlando.
Hey, look, we kind of know what we're talking about finally. So
Finally.
yeah, there again, decent amount of changes here. Let me just go through the list real quick. For houses, we have Stranger Things, Dead Man's Wharf, Bug House, Universal Monsters: The Mummy vs. the Wolfman, El Chupacabra, the Horrors of Blumhouse, The Black Phone, and Freaky, Underground Creatures, The Wicked Growth 2, Halloween, and The Weekend. And then we also do have one Scare Zone listed. Well, four
Oh, I missed
unknown,
that.
and then one Scarecrow.
I completely missed that.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and they also shows Marathon of Mayhem still there, but they also added unknown on Fear Factor stage. So
Hmm.
not a shock, to be honest, but good to see it.
Can I take a moment to say, not I told you so, but I said it on the last episode that Fear Street was leaving and it was going to be a more relevant Netflix property.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty correct, I'd say.
Thank you, thank you. No inside information here. I just think that was I said it was Stranger Things, the last season or whatever, parts 1 and 2 coming out literally right before the
Mm,
event. Why would we do a property from a year and a half ago that nobody's talking about anymore?
you're right. You're right. And the thing is, like, I'm sure most of you have watched the trailer for season 4
Oh
now.
my
It
god.
is the most horror focused, darkest season for sure. Like,
Ever.
without a
Like
doubt.
I said that it looked like they put the icons captured filter on the whole season. And everything's just like red and brown now and it's just
Yeah,
scary.
yeah,
And that thing that everyone's saying could be Billy at the end of the trailer,
yep. The
whatever that like
Vecna, I think, is that?
thing. That'd be terrifying. It's happening. Get over it, people. It's not the new Walking Dead. I was saying that, oh, it's Walking Dead. Okay, so let me explain it to you like this. Stranger Things has only been at the event 2 years prior. This would be its third year. Trick or Treat was here 2 years in a row. Killer Clowns was here 2 years in a row. This is only one more year than both of those IPs. Calm down.
Mm,
That's it. I'm done. I'm not getting on like a soapbox or anything, but for the people I'm saying it's too many times, it's the new Walking Dead. Walking Dead was here like 7 years in a row.
yeah.
This is only 3.
And,
Calm
and
down.
also, the thing is, uh, there's a difference between when you're just bringing back a property and you're bringing back a property to move along with the property. New movies,
Right.
new seasons, whatever it may be. Versus The Walking Dead wasn't even like following that. It was just
No.
for the most part, a blob of Walking Dead every year.
And then same with like Halloween. We've seen Halloween so many times at the event.
Hmm.
And yeah, people are starting to just now bitch about it, I feel like, because
But
it's been that much.
the thing is, people weren't bitching about it because there's different Halloween movies, just like this
Right.
is Stranger Things, different seasons.
They're not doing the same
Yeah, it's not
first
like,
season
all
where the
right,
kids are on
season
their
one
bikes.
again, again,
Yeah.
again.
Oh my god, it's not the same Demogorgon, spot over and over again. We had like one Demogorgon in the second house. We didn't even have that many. Calm down. God, I'm done.
All right.
I'm excited. I think that this is going to be amazing if this is true. It is going to hopefully redeem 29, please.
Before we get too much into what we think, let's talk about what was lost or
Oh
changed.
yeah. Sorry, I'm done.
No, you're good. You're good. So Seaside Village seemingly became Dead Man's Wharf. Fear
Done.
Street gone. Last of Us gone. Curse of Pandora's Box gone. Evil Dead gone. And then Halloween actually they changed the font from the classic Halloween font to the 2018 font. So,
Yep.
but yeah, and then yeah, that's it. That's the losses slash updates.
Yep. And then things, like I said, shifted around. The weekend is no longer in Fast and Furious. It's now in a soundstage, right? No,
No, it
it's
was
in the
in
old
the
parade
yeah
warehouse. I'm sorry.
B79. Yeah, yeah,
Yep. So that's a bigger location, I feel like, for what is going to be one of the headliners with Stranger Things, if this is true.
yeah. I was saying too when I saw this that I think that's I don't like it. Just feels like a music based house
Mm-hmm.
would fit in that spot really well. I don't like that sounds stupid, and I think it's
No.
because like I'm just remembering like how I didn't love Beetlejuice. Obviously, everyone's aware who listens to this, but like I still enjoyed being outside and bopping to the music.
Yeah, I feel like you could. I don't know, because it's industrial looking out there, I think is what you're kind of saying with like the metal walls and everything.
Hmm.
And it lends itself so easily to lighting and sound. And
Yep.
they could just come in and, even they could project his music videos right there like they did for Graveyard Games
Yep.
with the feed and
Or
easily.
if they want to do like Don FM, and do like the whole Jim Carrey recordings, it could basically be like some sort of intro of Don FM. Like you're listening to the radio out there, and it's like
Mhm.
projected.
Oh, I love that.
Some, there's so many
Yeah.
different. I don't know. I just feel like it would. There's ways that it would work so well as a
Yeah. And
location.
we've even seen Pyro out there with Ash versus Evil Dead, the
Hmm.
cars and the fire.
Yep.
There's so many different things that they could do that come from concert packages that like easy.
Yeah,
It
for
lends
sure.
itself so much better than, the Fast and Furious tent or even the new parade building. I feel like you can't do the same thing over there. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think just the layout. You get the long side.
Yeah.
Um, you're walking along the long side where the
Yeah, you
queue
have
goes.
to walk by it both times to
Yeah.
get in and
So.
out.
Mhm. So yeah,
And then it
no.
also gets the people exiting. Sorry, I'm going to stop in a second. The people exiting because the new parade house has to exit that way as well. So now they're like, oh, look
Mhm.
at the entrance to that house. It's everything is an ops mind, guys. You got to think about that. So
I'm gonna be honest. Maybe we're thinking like too deep into it, and it doesn't make that
probably.
much sense to other people. And sorry if we ranted about that, and you're the whole time just like, what? That doesn't make sense. 'Cause it probably doesn't. I'm sorry. Just my random musings.
I get what you're saying. Maybe I'm just, too weird.
Um, we should add that it looks like, I mean, this could be wrong, but they have A, which is Stranger Things, listed at uh, the Music Plaza,
Hmm.
and there's been rumblings. Could that mean that it's going to end up in our soundstage slash people don't think Men in Black's actually going to be a location, so will they be adding another soundstage location anyways? Um, so
Oh,
one of the big talks right now is, are we going to move away from 23, 24 and maybe go back to 21, 22?
yeah. I mean, it just depends, I guess, on who's renting out the space right now and what the
Yeah,
calendar looks like.
yeah.
I think
I
that's
mean,
why they even built it out there is because they just had too much going on in the sound stages at one point.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's because it costs like HHN money to rent it out.
Yeah.
As
They
crazy
still
as it
have to
is, they have
like,
to rent
yeah.
the space from their own park. But yeah,
It's still a movie studio as, little as they film now, but they have wrestling promotions that go there now. AEW films there on the weekends. So
hmm,
you got to kind of just work with it. And AEW gives them a lot of money.
I feel like I don't want to say I like hate it, but like that would leave the park very front loaded, especially if you're moving to Fast and Furious, and it would be
Yeah.
taking away Men in Black. You have a very front loaded park. That's basically, if you count Fast and Furious, like basically like the halfway point, but on the front side, that would be six of your houses right up there,
Oh, yeah. Ugh, if we lost Men in Black.
and basically all your scare zones. So
Yeah. That would, oof, nope.
so basically everything from I guess what would that be, like Simpsons across to San Francisco all the way back is
Hmm.
you got the two tents, and that's it.
Wow.
And San Francisco Scare Zone.
Yeah, and I was actually looking at the drone footage, which we're going to talk about in a second. But that Fast and Furious tent, someone showed an overhead of it. The way that it's laid out, it is 100% going to exit out into right, literally where the cars are
Mm,
for the Fast and Furious
yeah,
exit.
looks like it, right?
Because there's the big like main tent that we see, and then there's two little tents at the front and end. I think one's probably like a break room or something.
Mm.
But you can kind of see where the entrance and the exit are already kind of set up back there for the
Oh,
house.
here's news. It smells like HHN now over there.
Oh, does it? I haven't
Yeah,
been.
if you
Oh,
go like
I'm going on Sunday.
you don't even have to go far. Like just to like where you can see the tents, you can already smell it, and it's
Oh
great.
my god. I'll be there on Sunday for the last day of Mardi Gras, so
Yeah, take advantage. Go take some
I will.
sniffs.
I'll make a TikTok of just smelling the sweet air.
I mean, people probably eat that up. To be fair.
Yeah, check out TikTok coming this weekend.
So another thing I think we should bring up that kind of ties into this, and I'm sorry because I don't actually have the the account's name or anything. But there was an account that like name dropped a lot of this before the spec map came out.
Hmm.
And it was funny because everyone like fully laughed him off, and he was like dead on for
Oh,
everything. But he also added that uh, we'll see. Obviously, I just want to throw this out there because of how accurate the houses were. Um, all the scare zones would be themed around like Halloween, not the property, the season. You know,
that makes sense.
Halloweeny things. Think Wicked Growth. Think Scarecrow, the one that's
Yeah.
there now, and that Pumpkin Lord would be the icon.
So it's funny you say that. Fear and Beer, I was listening to they released their Spec Volume 2 episode like an hour after the map dropped.
I don't
Dude,
even think
y'all
it was an hour. That was like 10
wild.
minutes. Insane.
Wild, but I was listening to it in the car the other day, and they are really pushing for this 31 Halloween.
Hmm.
Wicked Growth has to come back. And I'm like, I hear you. It makes so much sense.
Yep.
And we're going to get to it in a minute. But Wicked Growth is not going to be a house 2 years in a row. So I like this scare zone idea and like Pumpkin Lord way better.
Now, I would argue, no, I'm not.
Mm,
I'm not making any predictions here. Just playing devil's advocate more than anything. I would argue that sure, there's not really a history of immediately bringing a property back as a sequel or anything.
mm,
However, if they really did want to take advantage of this 31, and like this 31 thing isn't just like people starting to do it now. Like people have been talking about this for like literally since before 30. Like, oh, but we
yeah.
got 31 coming out. That's going to be a big year too because 31. So if they really wanted to buy into that and make 31 Halloweeny, why not just shove in what's a hugely popular original you did last year? You know, because it's only going to get less popular as time goes on. Obviously, there could be something said for being excited for nostalgic reasons, and when you bring it back later, people would even be more excited. But
Mm.
it's such a big original, and it deserves it. Um, People love it, and if it got announced to come back, I mean, it's only on the spec map, and people are losing their goddamn minds in a positive way.
No, I know. I want to see it. I'm not, this is not me saying it's,
Oh
I
no,
don't
I
want
know,
to see
I
Wicked
know.
Growth. I know. I'm just saying like my HHM brain is like, I hear you 31 Wicked Growth, but it's like, I fear like I fear for graveyard games coming back too soon. You know what I mean? As like I
Oh,
loved
for
it
sure.
so much, but please don't ruin it.
But here's the
Like
thing. I
it's
mean, that can happen at any point, and
I
I talk
know.
about one all the time. Dead exposure. I didn't get to
Ugh.
see my sequel for a decade, and it's not even close. Like you put it 10 years apart, and I still was like, oh hell no. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't hate the house, but you know what I mean. It didn't come anywhere near the original.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, this is a pretty fresh team for Horror Nights. You know, they've been pretty consistent over the years with who they had, and this is about as fresh and new as they've gotten.
Yeah.
So maybe we can't look at what they've done to decide what they will do. Maybe things are going
That's
to
fair.
change a lot.
They
I
made
think
Fast and Furious a location. Anything is possible.
yeah, right. And I think one of the biggest things you could say to that, I mean, we don't know where anyone was in the process yet or anything, but last year they basically had one house to fill. Everything else was done, right? And they
Yeah.
went as fucking lore heavy as they could into HHN. Deep
Yeah.
lore, right? So, maybe this is an era where we're going to start moving towards that. And I know everyone obviously says, nope, still IP's king. I don't, do we have anything to base that off of? That's the way they're going to keep going? Maybe this is the way they're going to go. Maybe fully committing to the originals and the lore of the event is going to be what really fuels this specific team.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm gonna say something that is gonna sound so stupid, I think, but the 90s are back, like, and the 2000s are like very in right now. And when did the event like reach its peak? I could totally see them going nostalgic and being like, "Hey, new creative, but let's tackle these things that old creative did."
Hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
yeah, Wicked Growth's a great example of immediately let's try and do it our way now.
Hmm. For
Because yeah,
sure.
they lost a couple people and
Yeah.
let a
Yeah.
couple people go.
Yeah. Quite a few. Quite a few. So, and I mean, we don't know much about what's happened. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but it's not
Yeah.
super public at least. But there was clearly quite a bit of turnover.
Hmm.
So
Definitely.
we don't know. We don't know. The team's going to be very different. They could operate the same. They could change nothing and do what they've always been doing. We don't know.
Yeah.
But there is also reason to believe, especially like I mentioned from what we saw with like the one house they had, case files, maybe that's the angle they're going to take. which obviously I'd be a sucker for. I'm sure you would as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Would love that. Um, so we'll see. I mean, I think we try to make these points and make them sound valid. They probably don't mean much. we're
No.
just we're just making guesses at the end of the day. And even then, like I said, I
Speculation.
wasn't even making a guess. I was just trying to argue the other side of it. Really,
I know.
I really don't know. I can't even pretend to like guess what it is 'cause I don't know. I don't know what route it will take. I would like it. That's
What
all I'll say.
route it will take?
I would like it.
Root growth.
Route.
All right.
But actually, as exciting as Wicked Growth 2 sounds, I'd rather see something like a complete spin off of Wicked Growth than a direct
Little
sequel
Boo's
or something.
Electric Boogaloo.
I don't know about that.
No,
No,
not
not
that one.
that.
Oh, sorry. I would like to visit this Twitter Lil Boo storyline of him losing his mommy.
And you'd like to visit in a positive or a negative way? Because
That's a good. Never mind. Let's move on. I
okay,
don't want to answer that question.
got it.
We got dark. Dead Man's Wharf.
Exciting. That's one thing that was kind of already
Absolutely.
like rumored. That's what it would be. What was it called? Seaside Village.
Yeah.
We talked about that last time. That Dead Man's Wharf. That's what people are
Yep.
talking about. It makes sense. Well, here it is. Spec map. I will say, when it's things like that, when a lot of the community is just kind of tossing things out, there's always a little bit of me that makes me wary. I'm not saying it. I actually think it probably will happen, but like in those cases, there's always a little bit that holds me back. Like they're still going to fill this with a little bit of fluff because they still need to release a few more spec maps before the year's over. So why
Yeah.
not do it if it's something everyone's talking about? They're going to believe it, offer it. They're going to buy into it fully. So you can like rip the rug from under them later.
That's true. I think it's happening. And for I guess news, the same person who posts all the drone photos, Bio Reconstruct, I believe is their at, took an aerial of the two tents in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and they normally do like some work out there because it's backstage. Not there's nobody back there, but there were like 10 different like boats, like paddle boats, fishing, like different kind of boats out there, different colors, just kind of in a pile near some other like HHN piles of what it looked like. So take with that what you will. I'm just saying it might be news.
Yeah, it's very possible. Or someone
Yeah.
just storing some boats back there.
Just some San Francisco boats is also a very likely, answer. So who
Got it.
knows? But there was some other like HHN stuff around it, and like the tent door was open or something like that. There was work being done. It looked like so.
Ah, yes, the wicked growth on water,
Oh my god!
on ice.
They're, hydroponics. It's a hydroponic system this year.
Holy shit, I love it.
It's living with the land. Wicked growth. Wicked growth too. Living with the land.
It's a
They
9
drove down
pound
I
pumpkin.
and it's shaped like a Mickey head because they bolted it into a plastic thing. I'm done.
All right. Ooh, Bug House.
Bug
People
house.
are freaking out in a not good way. Well, some people like it, but there's a lot of nope, nope, no way, I won't go in it. Like I don't believe you. You will go in it. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying now.
we're all gonna scream because everyone's afraid of bugs.
Correct. I think that here's the thing. I think people see Bug House and they immediately think bugs, like creepy crawlies. You're gonna, you know, hear them, and it's the rumor is that it is gonna be more like a goofy '50s sci-fi giant bug type thing.
Oh my
So if you're
god.
scared of bugs, this it's probably not gonna really affect you in this case.
This is the camp house. If there's gonna
Exactly.
be a
Yeah.
camp house, it's this one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
If that
Slaughter
rumor's
Cinema.
true, for all we know, we're gonna walk in. They're just gonna throw roaches on us.
Don't say that.
I mean, it won't happen. It's okay.
That made me like itch.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I just itched my leg actually.
God.
So,
Okay. No. Aaron, I'm sorry. I don't like bugs. But the thought of a bug house makes me very excited because I'm afraid of bugs and I go to HHN to be scared.
mm. Yeah, I
So
mean, I'm not gonna like come out here and be like, why are you saying this when like it's a scary event. I understand people still don't
yeah.
really want their phobias at the event. Of course, I get it.
I didn't want to go
I
through
get
Tooth
it.
Fairy.
But I know you're
I
gonna
have a
go.
thing with teeth.
Like maybe 1% of the people saying it will follow through and not go through the house.
Yeah.
Everyone else is going through the damn house. You know it. Don't lie to
Yep.
Twitter.
We'll see you there.
I'll be there, especially if it's the goofy '50s one. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Me
Camp the
too.
hell out of it.
Like a oh my god. What's the name of that show that I can't think of right now that was in Hollywood and they did the roach scene? Oh my god, the movie and a TV. God, what is the name of it?
I
Tales from the Crypt? Was that it?
oh
Yeah.
wait,
Right?
are you,
No. No.
what
I'm
do
an
you?
idiot. Move on.
Oh, Creep Show. Are you trying to say
Creep
Creep
Show.
Show?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay.
Yes, thank you. I could not think of It's late. I'm sorry.
I feel like I should have got that a lot quicker when you said Tales from the Crypt, and I still didn't
Thank you.
connect the dots for some reason. So I also
The
feel
roaches.
stupid now.
It's the roaches. I'm not
Got it.
gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's move on for that. That was terrible from us.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, the horrors of Blumhouse, the
Mm-hmm.
Black Phone and Freaky. Um, okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
Yeah.
It doesn't hype me up, but it's not
No.
for the simple fact of the last Blumhouse was not a good house. Like it's not even that. It's one that again we run into the issue. The Black Phone. It's not out yet. I really don't know
Yeah.
much about it. It looks like it'll be a fun movie, but that's all I know about it. And Freaky. I had fun with it, but like that's not. It's not what I would put on my wish list for the event.
No, it feels very freaky. Feels like Happy Death Day to me. And then
Mm-hmm.
isn't someone told me that the Black Phone was written by Stephen King's son, I believe.
I'm not sure actually.
I might be wrong, but someone told me that, and I trust them. So it's very King-esque.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, which is great. I think that that lends well to the event. But with Freaky, I don't know. I did not love the last Blumhouse. I liked the one before it with Sinister and all that. We'll still ignore the Purge, but Sinister was there. Um, Let me say I like the Sinister part. I wish Sinister had a whole
Yep.
house. That's really what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go through it. Can't wait to see it if it comes, but I'm not excited for it. It's definitely like 10 on the hype list.
And like here's the thing too, like not even like just what the properties are. I think what made the first Blumhouse for me more successful than the second incarnation was that it was a mashup, yeah, but it tonally fit each other. It blended well.
Yeah.
Whereas the second version was not. It changed tones on the drop of a dime, and I still don't think Happy Death Day would have worked for me regardless, just because of how they used it. Just room, 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 room. You know, I was going to get tired of that regardless. But
Yeah.
I think a big part of that was that mashing properties that kind of didn't fit and flow with each other, and that seems like that's what the Black Phone and Freaky would be for me at least.
Yeah.
So concerns. Again, the fact that I saw Blumhouse and didn't immediately go ew, you know, it wasn't about Blumhouse. It was about what I read under it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to see those
Literally.
together. But yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe that's not going to be what we're going to get anyway. So I'm not going to spend too much time whining about it.
Exactly.
Same. And Wicked Growth 2, we talked about Halloween. It literally just changed the font from classic to the 2018. The weekend looks exactly the same. El Chupacabra looks exactly the same. So,
Yep. Just moved over to Fast and Furious. That was it.
yep. And do we have any others move? So
Yeah.
we talked about the weekend went to B79. El Chupacabra went to
Halloween
Fast and Furious.
shifted from the old Prairie building to the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Cabra moved, and then the two tents. I think they switched. I believe so. Yeah, underground creatures used to be
Yep.
in H, and now it's in
Mm-hmm.
G. That's it.
Got it. And oh wait, yeah, and the Mummy versus the Wolfman would have moved as well. They used to be at the
Oh yeah, yep.
Music Plaza stage, and that is now over at Soundstage 24. It looks like.
Hmm.
So yeah, some decent movement, which we might see more of. To be fair, especially this early on, it's not uncommon at all. And I think we're going to expect a lot more with the potential of Men in Black maybe not being there, another soundstage popping up in its place. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Hmm. Yep.
I think that pretty much covers everything.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, we actually are starting finally our annual HHN trivia competition today, right here, this episode, right now.
Right now.
It's coming right now. So, yeah, enjoy that. I'm going to clip it in here. We had fun recording that. It was a very competitive episode, so you'll definitely want to stick around and listen to it, and we'll say goodbye to you after you finish that segment. What's up, horror fam? It's about that time again, our annual tradition that we love more than anything here at 365, and that's HHN Trivia. This is going to be our third annual version of this, and I think it might be harder than usual. What do you think?
Ooh. I think so. I mean, we were talking about it before we started recording, but this is full circle. I was on trivia last year, so I think it's harder. Like, especially because I did this category last year against Hunter.
Yep.
Neither of us won, so
we can actually let's talk about it. That's pretty funny to me.
I mean, we talked a big game, and then Bruce just kind of like pulled the rug out from underneath us. So good luck today, guys.
So yeah. I think it's going to be a great year of trivia again, as usual. We made it pretty tough. We got some softies in there, just to be nice. But for the most part, it's going to be tough. Let me just break it down real quick for everyone listening. Exactly how this works if you haven't listened into our trivia before. So we're going to start out with 4 separate rounds of 4 contestants. There will only be one winner from each round. Each of those winners will advance to a Final Jeopardy style final. The winner at the end will take home a nice little universal gift card, which is usually $50, but I'm sure to be decided. Who knows? Maybe we'll up it this year. At least $50 universal gift card. We'll see where we're at. But yeah, it's really simple. The way this specific round and the first 4 rounds in general work are going to be these 4 contestants are going to have buzzers. I will be monitoring the buzzers. Whoever buzzes first gets the opportunity to guess. There is no penalty for getting it wrong, and the first 1 to 5 points wins. So while I'm back here on the buzzer, Jess will be asking all the questions. We do have some rules, time limits, 10 seconds. We don't want anyone buzzing in before there could clearly be an answer. So if Jess says, "What is," and someone buzzes in, we're not going to take that buzz. We're not going to reset anything, but they're just not going to be able to play in that round. It's basically wasting their turn. And did I miss anything? I think it's about it, right?
I don't think so. That sounds good to me.
All right, awesome. So you're basically taking over from here. You're asking all the questions. I'll have some fun commentary, or completely unfunny commentary, probably. But what everyone here, especially the contestants, are waiting for, what is the subject of this round?
All right, so I feel like we gave you guys one of my personal favorites, and it's also in theme with this week. It's Easter eggs.
Ooh.
All right, no one's excited. Good night, guys. It's been a good episode.
But Easter was yesterday.
Right,
well,
thank you,
You
Aaron.
eat your eggs
Easter
the next
Monday.
day, usually, right?
I don't celebrate, so...
It's sacrilege to eat eggs on Easter.
It is.
What? Deviled
I
eggs?
don't know.
I love deviled
Who
eggs.
are you?
I love
Jessica,
hard-boiled eggs.
He is risen. You can't eat deviled eggs on Easter.
He is risen. All right.
What? Oh.
I can't.
All right. Yeah, let's just get it started. Jess, you wanna?
All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start with. Are we ready? Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Oh wait, we're not ready.
Oh.
What am I talking about? We didn't introduce.
Oh,
anybody.
you have to.
I'm so confused.
We haven't recorded in like 3 weeks. I'm
Yeah, it's
so
been a
sorry,
while.
guys.
I was trying to pass it over to you, and then we started talking about eggs, and then it was all lost.
I'm so sorry.
When the egg salad hits.
When the egg salad hits.
All right, I'll introduce everybody. Yeah. So we have a couple of people who've been involved with the show in different forms. May not, or I don't know if it's been on a direct episode, but Aaron has definitely been featured in segments. Welcome back, sort of.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to be here, but also very nervous.
I mean, I know you're pretty knowledgeable. I think you'll do pretty well.
Thank you.
Can you win? We'll see. I don't know.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Where can people find you? What are you up to? Anything you're working on?
So you can find me on socials. Like my personal one is Crazy Shark Lady on Instagram and Twitter. But I actually have my own podcast with my friend Kay called Babes with the Power. You can find us on Babes Podcast on Twitter and Babes Podcast 1990 on Instagram. We basically just do a lot of nostalgic movies, mainly from the 90s, early 2000s. This month, we're doing kind of like a girl power theme. And our next episode will actually feature your co-host, which we're excited about. But next month, hey now. But next month it will be Brendan Fraser themed because we're actually both meeting Brendan Fraser at MegaCon. So I'm excited about that.
Well, I will be all about that month. So I think most people currently are, to be fair.
Absolutely.
And all right. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here and good luck. We also have on the show Runsell. How's it going?
It's going great. I am nervous as well.
I will say, not to put anyone else down, but you were the most excited of this show beforehand.
I am very excited. I've been listening for the longest.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, where can people go check you out on social media?
So I am on Twitter at Renzel_M and on Instagram at Renzel305.
Awesome. Thank you and good luck. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you
Also,
for having me.
Of course. Another voice that you've heard in the 365 sphere before is going to be my co-host sister, Ashley.
What's up? I'm
Hey,
happy to be back.
Are you? You didn't sound too happy to be here, from what I know.
It was a spur of the moment. I don't know. I guess I have no choice. But okay, I'm here.
Well, I'm happy that she was able to bully you into being here. But for being here, now you get to just like shout out everything you do. So have fun with that.
What do I do? So I'm on Twitter at Trashly27. If you want to keep up with my shenanigans. I also have a podcast with one of the co-hosts here, my sister, and our best friend Daniel, called Squad on the Rocks. It's a topical podcast where we drink new alcohol and talk about a random topic that our wheel Kyle chooses. And then I have another podcast with my best friend Chris, and we talk about like emo and pop punk music, and that is called This Ain't a Scene. It's a podcast, and we are Scene Podcast 22 on Twitter, and then Squad is Squad_Rocks on Twitter. Check it out.
Something tells me there's a huge overlap of listeners of this show who would probably listen to that podcast. So, go listen. Check it out. And then lastly, but not leastly, we'll see. We have Brian. Brian, how's it going?
Hey guys, I'm having a great time so far. I'm excited to see if I actually know as much as I think I know about Horror Nights.
That's what I say going in every episode, and it's usually on the wrong end, unfortunately. But where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm a live streamer on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/DJ_Nemesis, and the E's in Nemesis are 3s. We stream a bunch of different games there, nostalgic and new, and it's a great little community. All my socials are linked there as well. Come check us out.
Awesome. Definitely check that out, and thank you for being here, and good luck today, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, and now, finally, I think we got it this time. Jess, if you want to get us kicked off here, see what we got for round one.
All right, my turn, finally. All right, we're going to start. I was going to start with an easy one, but I feel like we just got it out the gate. We're going to go with a little bit harder. So, first question we are going to do. A prop from what movie could be seen in the house Maximum Carnage from 2002?
We have Brian.
Spider-Man.
No. That would make sense, but no.
Figured it was a good guess.
We have Ronsell buzzing in.
Blade?
No. Don't think superhero.
No thoughts.
Give you a couple seconds to buzz if you want to try. All right, we'll call it there, Jess.
All right. So the question was, a prop from what movie could be seen in Maximum Carnage from 2002? And it was from The Fly. The Fly pods were actually featured after the rotating tunnel. Yep.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a fun.
I thought it was a fun one to start. I didn't know if anyone was going to get it, but I promise the next one will be a little easier.
Oh, all right, yeah, go for it. What you got?
All right. So we're going to go a little closer to current times. What Easter egg was featured in all 10 houses at HHN 30?
And Ashley first.
Butterflies.
You are correct. There was a butterfly in every house referenced, or I believe in TCM it was on like the cover of the record that was playing. But yeah, a butterfly was
Yeah.
featured.
Thanks, Jimmy.
And
Jimmy fan.
I don't think we need this update, but Ashley has the lead with 1.
Good job, Ashley. Look at you.
Woo.
That's one more than I thought I was going to get.
All right, ready for the next one? No? Okay.
Nope.
You guys can talk. It's okay. Shake out the nerves. We're good.
I'm not ready.
All right. So, a character from what future IP house was seen in Horror Nights: The Hallowed Past from HHN 20?
And we have Aaron.
Was it Dead Silence?
No, that's not the answer I'm looking for. You might be right, but that's not the answer I'm looking for.
And just after we had Roncel buzz in.
Ah,
Oh no, Dead Silence. What the fuck? Shit.
The Thing?
No.
And Ashley.
So I'm just going to go with like my deductive reasoning. Is it what future character you said?
It's a character from a future IP. Just give me the future IP.
Oh, never mind.
Mhm.
I misunderstood what you said to
So
Aaron.
it's an IP house
I'm just
after
gonna guess,
HHN 20.
'cause it Saw.
No.
And
Okay.
Brian did also buzz in as well. Your go, Brian.
I'll say Wicked Growth.
No, we're looking for an IP, and that's all 4, right, Duff?
Yep.
All right, so that IP was Resident Evil.
Oh.
Oh.
So there was a character on the wall in the dead exposure scene in the Hallowed Past that was from Resident Evil that would come, I believe, like the next year or something like that.
Totally
HHN.
forgot Resident Evil was a house.
Most people do. It's okay.
I'd like to.
From what
forget
I've been
sometimes.
told, it wasn't very good.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was a house.
It was definitely a house.
Surely was a house. Yes, correct.
All right, back to more current. So a drawing of characters from what previously featured IP could be seen in the schoolhouse scene in Scary Horror in the Heartland from 30.
And Brian.
Scream House.
No, so I'm going to repeat the question to you. Duff, can we repeat
Yeah,
it and let
that's
him
fine.
try that again?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Listen a little. So a drawing of characters from what previously featured intellectual property could be seen in the schoolhouse scene in Scary Horror in the Heartland. Anything?
It's still on you, Brian, if you want to take it.
Alien versus Predator.
No.
We had Aaron in second.
Trick or Treat.
Yep, it's the bus kids from Trick or Treat. There was a drawing on the wall in the schoolhouse scene in 30. Good job, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey.
And that puts us at Ashley with 1 and Aaron with 1.
All right, next question. Found in the 2020 tribute store, the poster that read "Lost in the dark for a few hours with no escape in sight" was referencing which old house?
Aaron.
Was it People Under the Stairs?
No, that's a good guess, though.
We had Brian come in second.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Of course. Found in the 2020 tribute store, the poster that read "Lost in the dark for a few hours with no escape in sight" was referencing which old house?
Pitch Black.
No. That's also a good guess.
We then had Ashley.
My brain went to house that I know is after it, but I'm just gonna say Dead Exposure.
No.
And I don't think that was before it. Cool.
And then Runcell buzzed in as well.
Let me think.
I can repeat the question if you'd like.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Found in the 2020 tribute store, the poster that read, "Lost in the dark for a few hours with no escape in sight," was referencing which old house?
By any chance, is it Hive?
No, that's also a good guess. It was Terror Mines from 15.
Terramine.
Oh my gosh, that was my second guess.
That was the one in Poseidon's Fury that they put in there with the headlights.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's. Oh,
That's why I laughed at People Under the Stairs, because Under Construction also had the headlights.
so close.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah.
It was such a good guess.
Yeah, that was my first year. I remember that one.
Oh, did you get the ick from wearing the helmet? The helmets just give me the ick. I won't even lie.
I didn't get to
Ugh.
wear it.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to. I know they put like mesh on it, but no thank you.
No, thank you.
I know I end up bringing this up like every trivia somehow, but that was the first ever HHN house I did. People Under the Stairs.
Oh, that's so
Under
cool.
construction. I mean, it wasn't a good way to start, to be honest. But it's all right. I'm still here. You're still going.
Hey, my first one was Hive. Ever.
That's not a terrible house.
But
it was something easy.
Right, that's what we thought. All right. Moving on to something that's probably not an easy question. Duff, the ones you made were hard.
I'm sorry. That's the point.
I didn't know these, so.
Oh, I don't know them all either. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't. I'm not saying I know them all. I'm no HHN expert. All right. Moving on. I'm not going to finish that sentence. A figure of a bear holding honey has been a consistently hid Easter egg over the years. What unusual location did this find itself in for HHN 20?
And I will actually add to this. When I say unusual, I mean it was not a house or a scare zone for that matter.
Can you clear the buzzer?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Aaron.
Was it in Bill and Ted?
No, that's a good guess.
And Roncell.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Of course. A figure of a bear holding honey has been a consistently hidden Easter egg over the years. What unusual location did it find itself in for HHN 20?
This is a guess, but I would say the queue line where Barney used to be at.
No.
Dang.
It's okay.
Brian.
I'm going to say the stage right in front of E.T.
Also a good guess, but no.
And Ashley.
In 20? Oh my gosh. On the stage for horror makeup. Why not?
No. And that's everyone, right?
I don't know.
Yep, that's everyone.
All right. It was featured in the VIP lounge.
Oh, okay.
Come on. I was
Hey, they
I
always
never
put
know
props
that.
over there.
Wise.
They put props over there. There was something in there last year.
That's
I feel like this
true.
is a fair question.
Yeah.
That's true.
The usherette was featured over there heavily for, tours and whatnot.
Oh,
The queen.
Okay.
The queen. All right. Clear the buzzer and we're moving on. I'm going to remind you now. The first room of which recent house featured many Easter eggs from previous houses, including the bubblehead nurses' masks from Welcome to Silent Hill. And when we say recent, it is not like that. You got to think back a couple years. It could be 3, not immediately or something like that.
Roncell.
Jack presents 25 years of Monster and Mayhem.
No.
Aaron.
Carnival Graveyard.
No.
Ashley.
Good guesses.
Was it Seeds of Extinction?
Ooh.
No.
And Brian.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
The first room of which recent house featured many Easter eggs from previous houses, including the bubble-headed nurse masks from Welcome to Silent Hill.
Slaughter Cinema.
No. Answer is House of 1,000 Corpses.
Oh.
Oh.
That first room had a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
Easter eggs
What
in
was
it.
that before?
Oh,
Oh,
oops.
Oops. Okay.
no
Uh,
thoughts.
Head
No
empty.
thoughts. Head empty.
HHN brain is a bitch, man.
It's a fog.
It is a fog.
But
We're
All
killing
right.
it,
Do we need a score recap for the listeners at home?
yeah, I guess it's been a bit. Ashley at 1 and Aaron at 1.
Yay! All right. I think Brian and Renzel are gonna make a comeback right here.
I mean, it only takes
So
one
do
question.
Yeah, same.
All right. Did we clear the buzzers?
Yep. I only messed up once. All right, let me be. Jesus.
It's okay. I'll stop asking. Which Fox television show was featured on a lunchbox in The Spawning?
You have Runcell.
Oh, this is tricky. I'm gonna say the X Files.
Yes, good
Yes.
job. I told you we were gonna have one.
I love that.
Heck
And
yeah.
that leaves us with Ashley at 1, Runcell at 1, and Aaron at 1.
All right, next question. Which House of the Year winner featured a portrait of Elsa Strict hanging on the wall of the office?
Brian.
Dungeon of Terror.
No.
In the office?
Still waiting on a second buzz in.
Elsa is the storyteller. If you guys are not familiar, I know you are, but
So would you repeat the question, please?
of course. Which House of the Year winner featured a portrait of Elsa Strict hanging on the wall of the office?
And then Runcell, you did buzz in as well, so. Give me a couple seconds.
Body collectors?
No.
And Aaron.
This is probably not right, but I'm going to say Dead End.
No.
And Ashley.
Oh boy. Jack Presents.
No.
I don't know.
All right. So the answer is going to be Dead Exposure from 18.
Best house ever.
That was House of the Year?
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't really remember a lot of House of the Years, so
I didn't make this question, so I'm going to throw someone else under the bus.
Oh.
I couldn't even
It's
tell you who made it.
Nico.
It might have been me. It wasn't Nico. Same
Somebody.
thing, it was Mike. Mike or me.
Well, if it wasn't House of the Year, I'm so sorry. Please yell at Mike. All right. Next question. Which IP house from HHN 25 featured the recurring Easter egg, Billy the Dummy?
Runcell.
Freddy versus Jason.
No.
Aaron.
American Werewolf.
No.
And Brian.
Insidious.
There we go.
There it is. I forgot.
And that ties it up. Everyone at 1.
Yay. Glad we have so
Man,
many
that
questions.
that was a good house. That scared the crap out of me.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a good house.
I didn't get to go through. It's okay.
Cheers.
All right, next question. Everyone's on the board. All right. As Bloody Mary was unable to make an appearance, what Easter egg referencing her was found in Jack Presents 25 Years of Monsters and Mayhem?
Aaron.
A broken mirror
Mm,
and a brush.
I'll take it. I'm going to take it. It was like a makeup compact mirror, more specifically with a vial in front of it, but makeup, we'll take it.
Okay.
That was mine.
Well, thank you.
And that leaves Aaron at 2 and everyone else at 1.
That one I feel like everyone answers a little differently. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the gist of it. It counts.
yeah, makeup, cosmetics, it's fine. All right, next question. An ironic yet appropriate poster featuring a still from which movie could be found on a newsstand in HHN 21's Acid Assault?
Runcell.
Escape from New York.
No.
Ashley.
Repeat it one more time.
An ironic yet appropriate poster featuring a still from which movie could be found on a newsstand in HHN 21's Acid Assault?
It's ironic.
Mm-hmm.
It.
Anything?
It's a movie?
Yep.
Singing in the Rain, I'm going to guess.
There you go. You got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Heck
Singing in the Rain. Gene
I love
Kelly.
that.
singing.
Yes.
That was a really
Wow.
good guess.
That was
I
a
love
really
the
good one.
irony. Wow. I guess I have one brain cell left today.
Yay.
And that puts the scoreboard with Ashley and Aaron at 2 and Brian and Runsell at 1.
All right, next question. What species could be found in every scare zone and house during HHN 23?
We have Aaron.
A zombie.
No.
What?
Nope.
I feel like that could have been more animal species.
Animal.
We'll leave it with you because that was misleading, I guess. Animal species. Do you want to take a guess at that, Aaron?
A dog.
No.
Runsell?
A lamb.
No.
Brian.
A raccoon.
No, but I would love that.
Same.
Little fat
And
raccoon.
Ashley.
There's so many birds. Snakes.
What'd you say?
I said snakes.
You said
So
snakes?
many snakes too. I don't know.
What's your final answer?
Birds.
I'm gonna need something more specific than a general type of animal. I'm sorry.
Oh, a crow.
No.
I don't know what's
Wow,
happening.
so close.
Again, the one
So
brain
close.
cell's gone.
So
No, don't
close.
say that.
Is that our last
That was it, yeah.
guess?
Yeah.
It was ravens.
Oh, that's so close.
I know. But it's not a crow. I'm sorry.
The crows have eyes. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Oh my God.
this is
The
fun.
ravens have eyes.
This next question is a reused one, actually. We have some that we were using, yes, that I'm sure you remember very well, Jess.
I do. I do, actually. Okay. I didn't read it until just now. Next question. In reference to Lightning Gulch, Seeds of Extinction featured a cup marketed as Lightning Gulp. How many ounces was this drink?
Aaron.
64.
No.
Ashley.
132.
No.
Brian.
Oh,
32.
No.
Runsell.
120.
No. Oh my God, you guys are getting close. It was 144 ounces.
Can
Which
we get the
some-
closest Jess gets it?
Somehow that's the one I pulled out of my ass last year.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Really out of her ass. It was wild.
All right. Our next question. Which house featured Freddy Krueger's sweater in HHN 22?
Ooh.
Runsell.
Silent Hill.
No.
Brian.
Dead End.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
It
right.
was like hanging out of a trunk or something like
A
that.
little sneaky. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That leaves us at Ashley, Brian, and Aaron at 2. Runsell at 1.
All right. Our next question. A reference to which icon was found in the first room in Tomb of the Ancients?
That was Runsell first.
The Usher?
Yep. His flashlight was featured in that first scene. Good job.
And that leaves everyone tied at 2.
Oh my God.
Jeez, this game is ridiculous.
I'm sweating.
I've never seen it this tight
Sweating
before.
so
This is
hard.
wild.
No. Maybe we didn't make it hard enough. Oh my God.
No, you did. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It's so hard.
Okay, our next question. What icon of horror made an Easter egg appearance in Scary Tales HHN 11 in the Mad Hatter room?
Roncel.
I'm going to say the storyteller.
No.
Brian.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yep. What? Okay, so what icon of horror? I feel like that's worded really poorly. This is a reused question from last year. It's not an HHN icon. So, what icon of horror made an Easter egg appearance in Scary Tales from HHN 11 in the Mad Hatter room? I'm sorry, Ronzel. I should have clarified that with you.
It's okay.
Oh man, this was my first year. I was like 9. It's been a minute. I'm gonna say Freddy Krueger.
No.
Aaron.
Chucky.
No.
Ashley.
Billy from Saw.
Absolutely not.
That's it.
Do we want to let
Yep.
Ronzel go again, even though because he guessed an HHN icon?
I think
Or
that's
no?
fair. I think that's fair.
Could you repeat the question one more time,
Sure.
please?
What icon of horror made an Easter egg appearance in Scary Tales HHN 11 in the Mad Hatter room?
Pinhead?
No. The answer was Jason Voorhees.
Ooh.
My favorite.
Never
No.
belongs.
Rude. Rude. All right. Our next question. What often used sign made its appearance in Depths of Fear?
Brian.
Caution sign.
No.
Roncel.
Exit.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it did have exit signs.
It did, but this is not the one we're looking for. I don't love this question, but I asked it, so
That was your choice. You can skip them if you want.
I'm gonna. And Ashley, Aaron,
You want to buzz
I
in?
got nothing.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
head empty.
you guys got to think about Depths of Fear. Beware of dog.
Oh,
Oh.
dang it. Oh, you can clear me out. I got excited after she said beware. I know it.
But the dog is dead.
Dog. Well, beware. He's dead.
R.I.P.
Um.
Beware of dead dog.
And I was thinking about it right after I answered.
Oh, man.
It was
That's
like
the
a stop
worst.
sign.
We should all
I
wear
was like, there's no
RIP Helix
driving
shirts.
underwater.
Road work ahead.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sure hope it does.
Next question. American Horror Story HHN 26 featured a sack that was also used as a prop in what HHN stage show?
Aaron.
Carnage returns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job.
Ding, ding, ding. And that
Oh,
leaves
good.
Aaron at 3 and everyone else at 2.
All right.
I'm excited.
In HHN 27's The Purge Scare Zone, a scare actor can be found wearing a clown mask from which video game franchise?
Brian.
Twisted Metal.
No.
Roncel.
Heyday.
Yeah.
Ooh, good one.
Damn. Yep. And that puts Brian and Aaron at 3. Ashley and Roncel. Nope. I'm sorry. I marked the wrong name. That puts Roncel and Aaron at 3 and Brian and Ashley at 2.
Oof.
All right, our next question. In both versions of An American Werewolf in London, a bottle of beer was used to reference what former HHN stage show?
Roncel.
Rocky Horror Picture.
No.
Aaron.
Carnival of Carnage?
No.
Brian.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yep. In both versions of American Werewolf in London, a bottle of beer was used to reference what former HHN stage show?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure.
No.
And Ashley.
Who was that magician? Was it like Brian Dustwood or something?
That is
Only other
not.
stage show I can think of.
It was like Brian Bushwick or something like that. And no, that's not the answer.
Dustwood.
Whatever.
Dust-
Bushwick, Dustwood. I love these names so much. That was not the answer, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, my brain actually just thought of one. But is that a stage show? I'm gonna go Robosaurus. Brian Dustwood.
No. That would be great. Was that everyone?
That was everyone.
It was the 20 penny circus fully exposed, the 20 penny ale.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that was
Everyone.
my second choice.
Everyone knows the 20 penny circus.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What a show.
Just like everyone
What a
knows
show.
Brian Dustwood.
I love Brian Bushwood.
Brian Bushwick. I can't. What is the name of the fictional comic book company that can be seen used multiple years in Orlando?
We have Ashley first.
Ultra-violent comics.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All the Sterling prints are
Most
right
of the
in front me.
time.
Thanks, Sterling.
Oh, wow. Unfair.
She was probably looking right at it, like on the wall or something, too.
Literally.
Literally, the Universal Monsters one is right in front of my
Oh,
face.
Well,
Most of the time, if there's a 3D house, you see an ultraviolet, like a facade or something. And it was also Seeds of Extinction had comic books on the shelf.
well, to update the scores, that leaves us Ashley, Runcell, and Aaron at 3. Brian right behind there at 2.
All right. Which recent house featured a Cupid with HHN creator Patrick Brailard's face?
Well, everyone basically at the same time, but it was Aaron first.
Carnival Graveyard.
Good job.
Woo!
And that puts Aaron at 4. One more, and Aaron moves on.
Oh no!
So
All
now,
right.
now everyone's playing defense, basically.
Literally. All right. Next question. What is the name of the puppet troupe in Puppet Theater Captive Audience?
Ashley.
Passek's Puppet Troupe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was more of a Broadway Easter egg.
Baby.
And
Yup.
that also puts Ashley at 4.
Oh, God.
Aaron.
I'm
10.
all right. I'm going with what I thought was the hardest one I could come up with. It's a multiple answer.
Ooh.
You have to give me 3 houses that Old Smoky was featured in, the electric chair.
Oh, God.
Any 3 houses.
Brian.
Hellgate Prison.
Yep.
Can I say the sequel to Hellgate Prison?
No, I don't have it on my list, so no.
Okay.
Or maybe you can. What was the name of it? I'm sorry.
That's a good question.
then
I'm
no.
gonna go Psychoscarapy.
Yep. One more. And you got a lot of options.
Give you about 5 more seconds.
The Purge.
No.
The next to buzz in was Runcell.
So I'm gonna say Psychoscarapy. Thank you.
Mhm. I might make you do an
I will-
extra one for stealing an answer,
Okay.
but we'll start from
Was
there.
it Afterlife? Death and Vengeance.
Yep, Bobby the Blade.
Okay. Oh, man, Chance's house.
No.
And the next to
Anything
buzz
else? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Next person.
in was Aaron.
We still have 3 houses left. Well, actually, we still have 4 houses left. So on the list.
Excuse me.
Okay. I'm gonna say Jack Presents.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I have nothing.
And Ashley.
I I think I remember it from 25. Was it in Run?
Mm-hmm.
It's
So it was in
Psycho
Run, Blood, Sweat, and
Scarecrow.
Fears. Blood, Sweat, and Fears.
It was in Psycho Scare People. I don't want to steal them. Can I just take everyone else's answers?
No.
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 I can. So there's only 2 left. You said Run, Blood, Sweat, and Fears. I'll give.
I
There's
think
an IP and an
like,
original.
Aren't there 4 left? That
I
the one
only have
said?
2. Oh no, there's 3. I'm sorry,
Have it.
Oh, 3.
I missed that
I
middle
could
one.
think of it like being reused in Saw, but not directly as an electric chair.
Are you saying Saw?
Sure, why not? I have nothing to lose.
Saw is one of them. 2009.
Really? Okay.
Yep, you've gotten
As
2
an
so
electric
far.
chair?
Sure. There's 2 more left on the board. You need 1.
This would be the
I
most
think I
comedic way to win.
remember.
It would be.
Oh gosh, no. I think I remember from the Catacombs episode. Was it in multiple runs?
You have
Like-
to answer. I can't tell you yes or no.
I have nothing to lose. So I think it was in 2 versions of Run, and then I'll say Saw.
Holy shit.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. It was Run, Hostile Territory, Run, Blood, Sweat, and Fears, and Saw. The only one no one said was Jack's Carnival of Carnage, 2007.
I guess
Ugh.
it pays off to be an Eddie girl.
And
you know?
Reflections of Fear. Excuse me. Did she just win?
Yeah, she
Um,
did.
No, I don't want to win. Someone else take it.
That is 5 for Ashley. Ashley
gotta
is
do this
advancing to
again?
the final.
That was ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I guess having no brain cells helps.
Wow.
Ashley.
Good game.
I only
I
had
love
3 or 4
trivia,
questions
so-
left.
I'm kind of in shock. I'm not going to lie.
So
No, me too. My
The way-
whole
the way
mouth.
that
Feel
just
bad. I
went
feel like
down.
I don't deserve it.
I mean, you won. You did
You
it.
did it. You like none of those questions you answered were any of the ones I said earlier. So you did it.
You did it.
I wish this was video so everyone could see my face right now.
I wish you could have seen Duff and I's face. I can imagine what Duff looked like.
It still look like. But congrats. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wow.
Great, you get
Congrats,
to
that
do
was
me
good.
Again.
But you guys all
Thank
put
you.
up the best, I feel like,
Yeah.
trivia round I've seen on 365. So good job,
Yeah.
everyone.
Most
Woo.
tightly contested across the board
Yeah.
for sure. So really great job, everyone. And even the ones you guys had a lot of misses that were like very near misses. So,
Yeah. You did better than I did last year. I'll tell you that.
I don't remember, but I'll believe you.
I didn't win. I didn't get 4.
Well, I guess that's the end of round 1. We're gonna have Ashley moving on to the finale there. Still got 3
Yeah.
more initial rounds. We'll see if Ashley shows up or like just abandons us.
You're lucky if I even show up. I'll just be like, have fun, guys.
She's
Oh,
gonna
God.
win it all now. Watch.
No, don't say that.
Just not say that. Please.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, we'll say goodbye to everyone now. We'll start with Ashley. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Yay.
Thanks.
Yeah, anytime.
Wow.
Brian, thanks so much for joining us. It was a great time.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Rencel, appreciate it so much.
A big fan here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. That's so kind. And then Aaron, I thought you had it.
I know. It's all good. I'm so proud of Ashley.
If you can morph your voice into me, you can go on instead.
Okay.
Yeah, that. All right. Well, let's get back to whatever our regular episode was. Thanks for listening to the trivia.
Wow, I honestly did not see that coming. I did not think Ashley was going to pull through in the end, but hey, congrats everyone. That honestly is the most competitive episode I've heard on HHN Trivia, and I was on it last year. So good job, Ashley. We'll see you again for the final Jeopardy round, and you guys will hear round 2 next week with 4 new competitors.
Yeah. We are. It's going to be weekly from here on out. Next few weeks are going to be the primary rounds and the finale. Probably take a week off before that to get that all set up. That's a bit of a bigger task, but we're getting along with it. I'm happy we're back to it. I had a lot of fun. I missed HHN Trivia a lot. It's my favorite recurring segment we do. So, and I'm happy you're here for it now. Look at that.
Me too.
Like
The
on this
questions
side of
are.
it.
Oh, it's tough coming up with questions, but it's fun.
Yeah, we'll be more prepared next week too. You know, opening up the blinds a little bit. We slacked. I don't want to say we slacked. We got caught in other things and had to rush this week.
Life happens, and it's really hard being an adult.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
All right.
But
Well, like she said, we will be back next week. That'll include trivia, another segment of some sort. We'll figure that out. Hopefully, some news. That'd be great. I wouldn't expect it officially yet. Again, we're probably thinking May at this point. So,
Yep.
You know, hopefully we have something to talk about. If not, we'll play another dumb game like we always do. That's what we're good at. Unfortunately, that's all we're good for. Just being goofy.
Hey, but they like it, I guess.
I mean, I'm not going to say that. That might not be true.
That's fair. You might hate it.
Yeah. Sorry,
mind.
guys.
I'm
If
gonna
you're still
stop talking.
listening and you hate us, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That takes a lot. I don't. When I start hating a podcast, I drop them. So respect.
Oh my God. Tough. Take us home, please.
Oh yeah, sure. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at HHN365. We also have a TikTok. Again, all Jess, not me, at HHN365pod. Leave us a voicemail if you want to join the show. Show? That's the word, right? Show. 407-906-4134. And until next time, we'll see you in the street.